Next, a billionaire blonde with a thing for boys' toys.
I've always said she who owns all the boys' toys is every man's fantasy.
And later, big mansions plus teeny-weeny bikinis. The extreme open house.
Hear that? That's the sound of your electronics sucking power from your outlets. So unplug. You'll save energy and money. The more you know.
There are over 500 billionaires in America, but only a handful of them are self-made women. Lynn Tilton is one of them. And this morning, she's letting us come along for the ride on her morning commute.
The only way to travel. Room? I got a little room.
Lynn lives in New Jersey, but she works on Wall Street.
I like starting the morning saluting sort of the lady who started it all, right? But it's really a beautiful view.
A car trip that would take 2.5 hours is only 15 minutes in a chopper.
What's it like to take a helicopter to work?
It's the best form of transportation, bar none.
Lynn owns or controls 75 companies. Stila Cosmetics, Rand McNally, Dura Automotive, just to name a few, so her time is really valuable.
I'm really shocked when people don't have a helicopter who have the money to have it, right?
Yeah, but it's not exactly the cheapest way to get to work. Lynn's luxury ride costs $7.5 million.
But do you ever have a moment where you look at yourself in a helicopter over Manhattan and say, I can't believe I made it to this level?
You know, I probably should be more appreciative. But
yes,
mostly,
I can say you should.
But mostly I'm just worried about getting through the day.
The next time we meet up with Lynn, she's at her home in Scottsdale, Arizona. She has a third mansion in Florida and a fourth on Lake Como in Italy that she visited once over the past year, and a fifth in Hawaii that she hasn't visited in more than 5 years because Lynn is always working. Lynn's in Arizona today because she didn't just buy the chopper, she bought the Chopper Company. This is the only place where Lynn actually drives herself.
Welcome to MD.
Thanks. Thanks so much for having me.
And really, my real world.
You're dressed like you're ready for manufacturing here.
There's never been a mill or a manufacturing line I can't walk in 6-inch heels.
Do you spend time here? Do you actually come here quite a bit?
All the time.
6-inch heels and a lot of diamonds. And Lynn has a true dust to diamonds story. She was born in the Bronx to a working class family. She managed to get a tennis scholarship and graduated from Yale. By the age of 25, she was a single mom working up to 100 hours a week on Wall Street. Now she buys distressed companies and turns them around, saving jobs, and of course, making tons of money.
I bought this company when it was left for dead in 2005. Got a call from the bank saying, you know, we're liquidating this company. This is an iconic American brand.
Iconic because the company was founded by the eccentric billionaire Howard Hughes. During his time, he was one of the richest men in the world and one of the most influential aviators.
I was about $150 million in when everybody told me that there was no way this company could be rebuilt.
What do you think ballpark MD might be worth?
I don't plan on selling it before it's worth $1 billion, so let's just say
We're not quite there yet. Even Lynn's entry-level helicopters come with some very hefty price tags.
This is the entry 500 model, so that's about $2 million to come in.
The entry level is $2 million.
And then the 530F goes up to about $2.5 million, which is the higher end of this range.
Now, the Rolls-Royce Lynn Tilton model, what is that going to cost somebody?
Complete, that's going to cost about $7 million.
$7 million. And so that's if they want really nice interior, the leather seats,
Probably a little more, closer to $7.5 million.
Okay.
So we're
talking about somewhere between $12 to $15 million worth of stuff in this building, right?
Closer to 15.
Most of Lynn's helicopters are used for rescue missions, military operations, and law enforcement. Big contracts with even bigger dollar signs. And this military chopper is pretty badass.
I have to say, not many billionaire women have their own weaponized helicopters.
That's what sets me apart from the rest of the
From the
women
rest
of
of
the
the
world.
billionaire women, yes. They're all gonna
And you know
want
what?
one. Tory Burch is going to want one. Oprah's going to want one.
And every woman should have a completed helicopter with weapon systems. Because we need to stand shoulder to shoulder and rule the world.
I agree. I like this. Sheryl Sandberg, we need to sign her up too.
A chopper like this is going to run about $5 million.
I've always said, she who owns all the boys' toys is every man's fantasy. That, well, I knew as a little girl. I just didn't expect to build them all. I just thought I'd own them all.
Okay, you're probably wondering, if she's worth $1 billion, why is Lynn working so hard? Why isn't she just hanging out on her yacht or private island?
If this were just about me right now, I wouldn't work like this. And so I'm just devoted to these companies and these families. And the other is just not wanting this story to end with anything but, you know, a happy ending.
Coming up, going down like you're super rich. And next,
You have to make things special.
the reigning queen of real estate in Boca Raton lures the super rich with bubbles and bikinis.
No one gets up earlier than me. I immediately go look at the overnight markets. I tweet about what I see. Everybody, you can go timestamp my tweet. A lot of people don't realize it, but I'm part owner of an inn, serve breakfast, check in people. It's people. I love working with people. You learn about service. I can relate the stocks to the story. David has the story. I tell you how to play it. Carl mentions the story. I tell you how to profit from it. I will not let anyone else outwork me. I just won't.